Today we're going to be talking about how to discover different search volumes for different keywords. The truth is you're going to have to use a keyword tool. So I'm using EmberSEO. You guys can use literally whatever tool you want to use. Not all tools are created equal, and not all tools are going to give you the same information. So EmberSEO directly pulls data from Google, which is different than a lot of other tools. So I know SEMRush, for example, does directly pull data from Google. The Ahrefs also does pull data directly from Google. So if you currently use those tools, good on you. The only problem is they cost well over like $100 to use per month. This is the only tool that actually is affordable, $9.99 per month. But anyways, search volumes are indications of how many searches exist for that exact keyword term per month, right? So here we have a search volume of 10. This is not per day. This is per month for this keyword. Now, if we click on this, here we have a keyword search volume of 1.8 million, right? 1.83 million to be specific for this keyword. And if you look here, whenever I perform a keyword search, it will show me a certain amount of keywords that are found. So in this case, 335 keywords found with all kinds of different search volumes. And every keyword is different. And the beautiful thing about this, and I talk about this in almost every video now, is Google's benefit of adjacent keyword terms. The only reason you guys want to know about search volume is probably because you're diving deep into the SEO space, you're learning how to rank on Google. Basically, you're discovering how to make money on the internet because there's no other point to figuring out how to rank on Google than making money, right? That's the main means, main output to justify the means. I mean, there's no other reason why a human being would want to rank on Google because it's a hell of a job, right? And everybody can do it, and you can get free attention from Google if you set up your keywords properly. But essentially, search volumes are really indicators, and they're indicators of how much potential competition there is. Why do I say that? Well, if you go ahead and search a low-tail keyword like GLP-1, you're going to see a lot of ads, you're going to see a lot of products, you're going to see a lot of organic ranking products on Google. However, if you go ahead and search for incretions weight loss, you're not going to see a lot of ads, you're not going to see a lot of specific things that relate to this. In fact, I don't even know what incretions weight loss is. Some people can go look it up. It's probably some sort of brand or some sort of doctor or some sort of plan, some sort of product, right? But the indication is that if somebody searches for this keyword, they're very much highly expecting a very particular thing. But if you're searching for GLP-1 just in general, well, there's 1.8 million people searching for it, not 10. And those 1.8 million people are expecting all different kinds of things. Some people are looking for information. Some people are looking for products. Some people are looking for prescriptions. Some people are looking for guidance. Some people are looking for videos. And I say that to say that if the keyword is much more specific and has a lot more tails to it, then that means that there's a very specific outcome for that keyword depending on the intention of the keyword. And you can see here, EmberSEO provides us what the intent is. So sometimes the intent is a transaction. Sometimes the intent is commercial. Sometimes the intent is to inform. There's a whole lot of different intents when based on the keyword's precedence because of the keywords. But however, the volume is an indicator. Once again, the word indicator matters because it's not a correlation, it's an association. But it's an association or an indicator of competition. Typically, keywords with higher search volumes typically have more competition. Keywords with lower search volume have lower competition. Now, you might ask why that is. Well, the answer is typically because when a keyword has lower competition or has lower search volume, it has lower competition because there's less money to be made. Very simple. When companies that are large go out there and do SEO, they do it big time, and they spend hundreds of thousands, if not millions, on employees to get the job done. And they're not going to be competing for a keyword with 200 search volume. They're going to be going for the big kahuna, the big tuna. And they're going for things with hundreds of thousands of search every single month because they want to get as much attention as humanly possible to be able to make as much money as possible. So there you go. That's what search volume is. I hope that helps. And if you have questions, let me know.